It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
On the banks of Lake Erie, a look inside Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Basham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And this is incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. This is Ford. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw is Watson. He'll buy some time right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And when talking about the league's most dominant defenders, Garrett's name always is one of the first ones to come up, and for good reason. He's the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, and he has his sights set on another big campaign.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. (10-3) our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Browns in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back to throw again. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They run with Ford. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Reset.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Watson. And he's got it. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Ford will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Foreman is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Singletary going to get the handoff. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Again, it's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Gano's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson looks to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Watson now to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
and have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Jones. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Gano's kick is good, and we are all tied at 16 apiece. It's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there. It brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Browns drive about to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Now it's Watson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some room to maneuver. He may go. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end.
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Now a handoff up the middle. 4. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Jerome Ford, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New York set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Singletary to get the drive started. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
New York set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And some strong running. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Jones. He finds Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. Motioning to the left is Robinson.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Quentin Jefferson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Watson. Open man, that's Tillman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That is caught, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The tight end in motion right.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Giants on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6. Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What is Watson under pressure? And they got to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Buying time to his left. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson, off play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. To the air yet again, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, he'll drop the throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. One last throw here for Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and depth.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week.